Peace, Prince Ash here, back with another vlog. This one's a Q&A today. And I've been asked a question by Andrew GU. Is it Andrew Goo or is it GU? I don't know. Let me know, man. And thanks for the question. His question was, he's seen me wearing a cross before and he's wondering what are my thoughts about God and the church and Jesus and stuff like that. Now as well, I have a load of religious tattoos as well. I'll show you. This is praying hands. That's the symbol of Ireland. On Roisin Dove, the Black Rose of Ireland. Music notes, obviously. And then I have this cross here. And I have the Sacred Heart of Jesus there. And I have a few more on my belly and my chest and stuff. I'll show them another time. But looking at me, I wear rosary beads, I wear crosses all the time. I have these rosary beads and I never take them off. I've had these on for at least 2 or 3 years. My previous rosary beads broke, which I had on for like 4 years. I've been wearing rosary beads since I'm like 19. Either 19 or 20. There hasn't been a day that's gone by that I'm not wearing them. And I have this cross as well. Just a little chain with the cross on it. So am I a religious person? One would think I am, looking at my tattoos and my rosary beads and all that. One might think I'm a extremely religious person, but I'm not extremely religious. I'm not mad into my religion either, but I have a spirituality and I have a faith in a God of my own understanding that I came to know through the AA program, to be honest. And all these tattoos are my identity. Like, I'm an Irish Catholic and that's my identity. And I do wear rosary beads and a cross and stuff. Because it makes me feel a bit safer in myself and makes me feel like I'm connected to God in that way, and thoughts about Jesus. I think the story of Jesus is very profound, and there's a lot to be learned from the teachings of Jesus and stuff. But I don't go to mass or church regularly. I go like once or twice a year. I suppose the difference is I actually pray like every day. And as I said in a video yesterday, sometimes I'm very, very angry in my prayers. And I'd be like cursing God. I'd be like, fuck you, man. You know, because I'm quite angry at God at times, especially when I'm suffering. It's like, why the fuck am I suffering so much? You know, but God will not do for you what you can do for yourself. Is something I learned recently. So if you're in depression and you're suffering, you can't expect God to get you out of bed and dress you and clean you and get outside and make new friends and connections and stuff. And what form God is, or what God might look like, or how God works is just beyond my comprehension. I just have a faith in goodness in this world and good energy, yin and yang. There's good and bad energy, you know. And I'm very fortunate, the program I'm working, which is the AA and NA program, they're not strict about finding God or whatever. It's like you have to find a power greater than yourself and a God of your own understanding. And I'll tell you a quick story. When I was in the Fairgreen Hostel for the first time, which is a homeless shelter in Galway, where I'm from, I was wearing a rosary beads, and I I was kind of in the middle of psychosis, and I took the rosary beads off while I was in the shower. Sorry, I'm just getting a text. I took the rosary beads off while I was in the shower, and I left them there. And I went back to my room, and I was like, fuck, I forgot my rosary beads. And I was too paranoid to leave my room because, as I said before, I had arguments with other people in the hostel, and I was threatened, and I was also paranoid about everything. I was afraid of people and stuff. But straight away, once I realised I lost them, my psychosis got infinitely worse. It just got a hell of a lot worse. And I felt like my luck had turned, and I just thought it was profound. Like, I lost my rosary beads pretty much, and then shit just got bad for me. So now I'm kind of afraid to take them off. And look, it's not... God certainly isn't anything to be feared. You shouldn't be afraid of God, like... And it's... Look, I am kind of embarrassed to say maybe I am religious in the sense that I believe in God and the 10 Commandments and a better way of life that way, and a better spiritual side to my life, you know, with how I behave around people, and the good I can do for the world and God's will for me. And I pray for the knowledge to carry out God's will in whatever way that might be. It's just doing the next right thing at every turn that I can make, you know. Do the next right thing. Do I believe in Jesus? I have my own opinions, to be honest, on like the story of Jesus. But I love the story of Jesus, you know what I mean? Personally, I don't believe that the Son of God came down 2,000 years ago and performed a load of miracles. I just don't, you know? But I do like the story a lot, hence the tattoo. But obviously, tattoo is my identity as an Irish Catholic. But yeah, it's a wonderful story. Like, obviously, yeah, it doesn't end well. I know it carries a powerful message that's, you know, carried on today in people's living and stuff. And I think prayer is very powerful. It's a very powerful tool, and I've had some great experiences praying, and it helps me on a daily basis, like. So I'm going to keep praying, and yeah, I'm a bit scattered and all over the place with this video, man. It's like I'm saying this opinion, then that opinion, and then this. When you know, it's nearly like a one-word answer really to the question. It's a question that warrants a one-word answer. Do I believe in God? Yes. And this is where it gets complicated. A God of my own understanding. So, yeah. Yeah. Do I believe in Jesus? No. He historically could have been a figure 2,000 years ago, but I just don't believe he went around performing miracles and stuff like that, you know. But who am I to say? You know what I mean? Absolutely. The question is, who am I to say God isn't real? Who am I to say Jesus didn't perform miracles? I don't know it all, you know what I mean? So it's a very complicated question, but I'm agnostic about Jesus, and I have a faith that I lean on, you know? So I hope I didn't confuse the fuck out of you. Peace, Prince Ash.